Hello everybody, welcome again. This is the second section of chapter 1 engine. So in this section we will see one of the auxiliary part of an engine, which is fuel transfer unit. So welcome to our exploration of essential auxiliary components that work harmoniously with engine power. These parts play a significant role in enhancing engine efficiency and safety. So to introduce you with the auxiliary parts that operate with engine power, the first one is fuel transfer unit. And this equipment used to move fuels from one location to another, ensuring efficient supply and management of fuel for the engine. What does this mean? These specialized pieces of equipment are designed to move fuels from one location to another, ensuring an efficient supply chain for an engine. So by managing fuel effectively, these units contribute to optimal engine performance and reduce the risk of fuel-related issues. The second auxiliary part of an engine is refrigeration unit. It's a system that provides cooling, often necessary for maintaining optimal temperature for both an engine and other components. If you remember, in the first section I have said as an engine heats quickly. When you drive a car, your engine is working hard. Your pistons are moving quickly as possible, so they heat up quickly. So to reduce that, to maintain the cooling temperature, engine has a refrigeration unit. The third one is softening unit. So moving on to softening unit, this device play a crucial role in treating water and other fluids, reducing hardness and impurities that can impair engine performance. By ensuring that only high quality fluids circulate within the engine, softening unit enhance both efficiency and life. So the main purpose is reducing hardness and impurity, treating water and other fluids so they can enhance both efficiency and lifespan. And the first is flammable components. These materials, while essential for various applications, require meticulous handling to prevent accidents. Understanding their properties and employing proper safety measures is paramount in ensuring a secure operational environment. So these are the auxiliary parts that operate with engine. So in this specific section, we are going to see fuel transfer units. So what is fuel transfer unit? Fuel transfer unit's purpose is to move fuel from the fuel tank to an engine compartment where it is used to produce power. So we can call the path that fuel goes from fuel tank to engine a fuel transfer unit. Most vehicles use gasoline or diesel as a fuel, so we will focus on components that associate with these types of engine. First, gasoline engine fuel transfer components. So the fuel transfer components in a gasoline engine are responsible for transporting fuel from the fuel tank to the carburetor. Here's the breakdown of these parts and their benefits. First off, we have the fuel tank. These vital components hold the gasoline required to start and run an engine. As I said above, we are talking about the gasoline engine fuel transfer components. So fuel tank holds the gasoline required to start and run an engine. So without it, your journey simply wouldn't begin. The second is fuel transmission pipe or line. This pipeline carries gasoline from the tank to the fuel filter, then to the pump, and ultimately to the carburetor. So this line is crucial. So it's the arterial highway for your vehicle's lifeblood. Yeah. Now the third is fuel filter. So let's talk about the fuel filter. This device cleans the gasoline by removing impurities before it reaches the carburetor. A clean fuel supply is crucial for efficient engine performance. Fuel may not be clean in many different reasons. So whatever is the reason for the impurity of the fuel, it may be because of the tank, it may be even because of the fuel itself. There may have different reasons for the impurities of the gasoline, right? So this whole impurity are removed in fuel filter component of fuel transfer unit. Moving on the fuel pump, fourth component. This component moves the gasoline from the fuel tank to the carburetor, ensuring it reaches there under the necessary pressure. There are two types of fuel pumps, mechanical and electric, each with its own advantage depending on the vehicle's design. And finally, we arrive at the carburetor, the heart of the fuel delivery system. It mixes gasoline with air before directing this mixture into the engine compartment. The design of the carburetor can vary, but their function remains essential for optimal engine performance. Actually, these whole fuel transfer components are essential for optimal engine performance, but the carburetor is the heart. It mixes gasoline with air before directing this mixture into the engine compartment. So this is what it do. So each of these parts play a crucial role in ensuring that the engine receives clean and properly mixed fuel for optimal performance. So I hope you understand. Take this as a bonus. We will delve into three crucial components that play a significant role in the engine's performance. These are the choke valve, a throttle valve, and air cleaner. Understanding these elements will enhance your knowledge of how a gasoline engine operates efficiently. So, first off, the choke valve. Located in the carburetor, the choke valve is essential for quick engine starts, especially in a cold weather. Most of the time at the morning, if we don't have choke valve in our car, it's gonna be hard to start the engine. By restricting airflow, it creates a richer fuel mixture, so facilitating ignition. This mechanism also prevents humid air from entering the engine compartment, ensuring optimal performance. So choke valve came in two types: the mechanical choke, which must be manually operated, and the automatic choke, which adjusts based on the engine temperature. So the car of today world has mostly they have automatic choke, which adjusts based on engine's temperature. This adaptability ensures that your engine starts smoothly under varying conditions. And we have a throttle valve, so positioning at the bottom of carburetor, directly linked to the throttle pedal. The throttle valve plays a crucial role in regulating the mixture of fuel and air entering the engine. By opening and closing, it manages engine speed and power output, responding to the driver commands. So this is really very important component of an engine in carburetor. As we have said, the main function of carburetor is mixing the gasoline with air before directing the mixture into engine compartment, right? So this thing gets done by throttle valve. As it says here, the throttle valve regulates the mixture of fuel and air entering the engine by opening and closing. So throttle valve is the main thing that we must have to know. As the throttle valve is depressed, the valve opens wider, allowing more air and fuel to enter and resulting in increased engine power. Conversely, releasing the throttle valve decreases the airflow, thus reducing engine speed. So we also have air cleaner or deburrator. Although it doesn't supply fuel directly, the air cleaner is essential for the engine combustion process by filtering and providing clean air. Yeah, so the air cleaner serves several essential functions. Firstly, it ensures proper air intake to the carburetor or cylinder, which is vital for efficient combustion. Secondly, it reduces unwanted noise generated by the engine, contributing to a smoother and a cuter operation. Lastly, it prevents backfire from the carburetor, safeguarding the engine and enhancing performance. So there are two primary types of air filter used in gasoline engine: the dry air filter and the wet air filter. The dry air filter is designed to trap dirt and debris using a porous material, allowing for easy replacement and maintenance. Conversely, the wet air filter employs an oil-soaking medium to capture contaminants, requiring periodic cleaning and re-oiling for optimal performance. So this is how these two types of air filter work. Regular inspection and maintenance of the air cleaner are imperative to ensure the longevity and efficiency of your gasoline engine. A clogged or dirty air cleaner can impede airflow, leading to reduced performance and increased fuel consumption. We will see the care that should be taken to these gasoline engine components, generally to the fuel transfer units of an engine. So let's go to the next section now, the diesel engine fuel transfer unit. So now we are diving deep into the heart of diesel engine. So the diesel engine fuel transfer system includes various components that facilitate the movement of fuel from the tank to the injector nozzle or combustion chamber, ensuring optimal engine performance. So let's explore each part in detail. First, we have fuel tank, which acts as a reservoir for diesel engine. Gasoline engine also have a fuel tank, and diesel engine also have fuel tank. The difference is diesel engine reserves diesel fuel and gasoline engine reserves gasoline fuel. This is clear. So this storage unit is crucial as it provides the necessary fuel for combustion within an engine. Next, the fuel pipe plays a vital role as it transports the diesel from the tank to the primary pump. This conduit ensures a seamless flow of fuel, passing through filters along the way to maintain cleanliness and efficiency. Third, we have primary pump, or also known as head pump, draws diesel from the tank at low pressure and moves it to the fuel filters. This pump is essential for initiating the fuel transfer process. And at fourth level, we have fuel filters, and there are two fuel filters in diesel engine system. These filters clean the diesel before it reaches the injection pump, ensuring that only pure fuel is used for combustion. The fuel must be pure, so fuel filters works to make sure the fuel is used for combustion. And at fifth level, we have an injection pump. This component increases the pressure of diesel from the primary pump and sends it to the injector nozzle through high pressure line. So when the fuel has been filtered, it moves to injection pump, and injection pump injects fuel, sends it to injector nozzle. An injector nozzle is a device that automates and sprays the diesel into combustion chamber. So 7, we have return line, a pathway for returning excess diesel back to the filter for various purposes. We didn't see this in a gasoline engine, so just as an assignment to research this in Google, the reasons why the return line return excess diesel back to the filter. And lastly, we have glow plug. Although not a fuel injector, it aids in starting the diesel engine, especially in cold conditions, by heating up when the ignition key is turned to on. This glow plug is more like a choke valve in diesel engine, so it has some similarity with the choke valve of gasoline engine. So these whole parts work together to ensure the effective delivery and automation of diesel fuel for efficient engine operation. So the care needed for gasoline and diesel engine fuel transmission parts. Proper maintenance can enhance performance and prolong the life of your vehicle. So let's get started. Firstly, always fill your fuel tank with the appropriate type of fuel. You can't use gas for diesel engine and you can use diesel for gasoline engine. So you have always fill your fuel tank with the appropriate type of fuel. Gasoline engine requires gasoline while diesel engine need diesel. Using the wrong fuel can cause severe damage and costly repairs. Next, ensure that the fuel tank is always covered with its original lid. Avoid using makeshift covers such as cloth or rubber or anything, as these do not provide a proper seal and may lead to contamination. Third, it's advisable to maintain low fuel level in your tank. Keeping the fuel level low helps prevent issues related to sediment accumulation and ensure the fuel system operates efficiently. Avoid using improvised tools like sticks or plastics to check your fuel level. Instead, rely on the vehicle's fuel gauge for accurate reading to prevent potential damage. 5. You have to regularly check your fuel gauge to ensure it's functioning properly. If you notice any discrepancies, report them to a professional mechanic immediately. Inspect fuel lines. That means regular check for leaks in the fuel pipe to prevent fuel loss. Lastly, change and clean the fuel filter during engine servicing to ensure optimal performance. So these are the care needed for gasoline and diesel engine fuel transmission parts to make sure these components work in the right way. Thank you.